So hi everyone, my name is Sergey Kunz, co-founder of OneInch Networks, software engineer, software architect. And before I start, I would like to play a game with you guys. Can someone explain what is DeFi? Anyone? I have a small gift for you, so some motivation incentives. These are up to $50 in OneInch tokens. No one? Maybe a DEX? There? Yeah. Psst. Go ahead.
DeFi is decentralized finance, peer-to-peer transaction without involving human intermediary, as opposed to CeFi.
Nice. Thank you very much. Please come to me after the talk. I will give you some OneInch tokens. DEX. What is a DEX? Okay. This guy is from the space, so but go ahead.
A DEX is a decentralized exchange where it's not centralized like in a bank, where people can own their tokens in their decentralized wallets, such as the OneInch wallet.
All right. Thank you very much. So I would like to start with the small intro about OneInch Network, who we are, where we are coming from. We were born on a hackathon, on a competition in New York back in 2019. Over 56 sleepless hours and 2 sleepless nights. We came with my co-founder Anton Bukov to a new solution which improved the user experience. Back into the early days in 2019, we started to aggregate decentralized exchanges. Since then, we have built a lot of services. We have built a self-custody wallet, which you can download on App Store, iOS or Android. We have multiple protocols. We have built liquidity protocol, limit order, decentralized order book protocol. We have built a developer portal for users who come from Web 2, developers who come from Web 2 and built on top of Web 3, and can easily use our API, software as a service, to just avoid building things by themselves, and which takes a lot of time. Because we have built it already back in 2019, started. We are working on a compliant, highly regulated solution also here in UAE, working with VARA license right now, introducing it next year, I guess. We have already a license in Switzerland. We are also planning to start a highly regulated solution for trades, for token swaps. Performance, 70% of aggregation market share. We introduced aggregation into the market, so we actually lost a little bit, but still 70%. 70% also for decentralized order books. We passed today already $400 billion of US dollars of total volume in US dollars, and more than 10 million of wallets are using OneInch, and also through like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, who integrated OneInch APIs, smart contracts from OneInch. We have more than 150 core contributors around the globe building on different products. We, for example, are working also on a crypto hardware wallet, similar to Ledger, and yeah, a lot of other things. We raised about 190 million of US dollars in total since 2019 to work on nice solutions to improve the space. So the art of the aggregation. We came to the idea that it makes sense to exchange in multiple decentralized exchanges in one single transaction by using multiple markets. So this is a highly complicated kind of thing. What you see here, you exchange Ethereum against CUSDT, this USDT which is lent in Compound. It uses multiple markets to achieve the best execution. Actually, the idea behind this algorithm is arbitrage. Yeah, so we did some arbitrage before we started with OneInch, and came to the idea, okay, we can actually offer it to everyone, and everyone can exchange for the best rate by using our algorithm. So DeFi space is very dangerous. Yeah, we have multiple threats there. We have unfavorable swap rates. If you go to one single exchange like Uniswap, SushiSwap, PancakeSwap, you don't really know that you really get the best rate, because you may exchange maybe 10 or 100 millions or thousands of US dollars, and you need to like look on different exchanges potentially. Or you can use OneInch, yeah, aggregator, which solve this problem, reduce the price impact by just aggregating the whole liquidity, combining all liquidity into one single decentralized aggregator tax exchange. You face also math attacks in DeFi space. These are kind of attacks where people monitor transactions in a mempool in a blockchain and try to execute transactions before you. And we have also a problem with the complicated user experience. Normal user from the street, if you try to explain them what is Web3 and how to use that, they will not understand it, I guess, just from the beginning. You need to educate these people. And this is kind of a huge problem which we are solving step by step, at least on our side. So regarding the math, there are different kind of attacks. We see the front-running attacks. You have found a favorable, really good rate on the market, which is kind of arbitrage rate. You exchange 10 US dollars in one token, and you get maybe $12 in other token, yeah, and you pay maybe 50 cents for the transaction. It's kind of arbitrage trade. Someone can see this and exchange before you, and then you will not get this trade going through. We have sandwich attacks. This is one of the biggest problems right now in DeFi space. All people who are swapping on MetaMask, for example, or like PancakeSwap, SushiSwap, they face this kind of attack, sandwich attack, always, yeah, when it's became profitable for the attackers. Good example is you exchange 10,000 US dollars in Ethereum to USDT, you get front run. You will lose 50 bips because the 50 bips is default setting in Uniswap, for example, or other decentralized exchanges, which is kind of acceptable price impact. Yeah. And this problem cost $1.5 billion loss for users just in 2022. 2023, it should be more. And these are around 10% of all transactions on the chains. So you see, we have on the left side the Thorny Path, the like math bots who are abusing you. When you provide liquidity in Uniswap, they can front run you. Yeah? And on the right side, we are on OneInch. We try to build something new, something what improve the user experience and also make the life and the interaction with the blockchain much safer. So we introduced OneInch Fusion in December 2022. It is a kind of a small step into the direction of account abstraction, where the user don't have to pay with the native token for the transaction. The user accept a trade in specific price range, and someone who is highly professional in executing orders, trading, yeah, market makers, are doing the transaction. So through this approach, you get huge benefit. No one can sandwich you, so no one can like manipulate prices that you get less than you expected. You can trade highly asynchronously. That means that you can create 10 orders and market makers just executing against them. You don't have to wait that the first order is executed, and so the second order can be executed after that. This is also one small step forward to improve the user experience. So it's similar to what they know from centralized exchanges. So, and we offer access to unlimited liquidity. Our market makers, we do KYB with them on the foundation side, OneInch Foundation, and we do AML screening. So always we try to ensure from OneInch network that US user exchange against clean liquidity. So these market makers, they source liquidity from multiple sources. Centralized exchanges, they work with own liquidity, they do arbitrage through among all decentralized exchanges, decentralized order books to execute on the user order. I pitch it as decentralized NASDAQ. It's a similar approach. There are users who are creating orders. There are professional market makers who manage the orders. So, of course, money is not coming from nowhere. Someone needs to pay for the transaction. And the transaction is executed by professional market maker as soon as it's profitable for the user. So the execution costs are included in the rate. Yeah? So you will get a little bit less of your token. For example, you buy for USDT Ethereum, you would get a little bit less Ethereum. In the worst case, in the best case, you get at least what you have seen or more. So Dutch auction. We use Dutch auction as an execution approach on blockchain. It's very important. We are decentralized aggregator with a decentralized settlement on smart contracts. That means there is no administrator, no single centralized entity who decide how to settle, when to settle. There's a protocol, there's a smart contract with strict rules, and these strict rules are used to execute the order. Here's a real-world example. Someone exchanged 3,700 Ethereum against USDT on 1inch by using Fusion. And you see that works, yeah? This line, this is market rate for the full swap amount. For all 3,700, you would get this rate. But this is not the best rate on the market. Our Pathfinder, our algorithm, knows exactly that there is actually more liquidity here. You see here, this curve, this is Dutch auction curve. Normally, Dutch auction is like linear. Yeah? In our case, my people call it Kunziniar grid, since I came to this idea that we can actually offer user better rates by using the market liquidity. And these lines you see here are partial fills. So at the beginning of the auction, we try to sell more expensive for the market makers and for better rates for the user. And here you see already some market makers start to execute and start to take fill the orders. And overall, the user got $2,300 more compared to if the user would just execute on the market. So in this time, this auction time gives also market makers opportunity to hedge the positions on centralized exchanges, to hedge the positions also on different networks. Just imagine, Polygon, Matic token is very liquid on Polygon, but I can trade on Ethereum, and market makers would hedge the position on Polygon in this time and would do partial fills like you see here and execute better than on the market rate. So this start of the auction is the spot price. It's also very, very important to understand. This is what you see on CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. This is the spot price. But normally, when you execute higher amounts, when you swap higher amounts, you face price impact. This is this. Yeah, and we try to reduce the price impact, eliminating by design math, and offer users right now on the market the best user experience by interacting with, for exchanging tokens in the same manner as they know it from centralized exchange. So our performance, we had already 11 billion of US dollars since December 2022, 1.5 million of orders, and already 500,000 of DeFi users used our protocol. Yeah, this is Fusion. This is I call it the new standard for token swaps, which introduce more kind of safety environment for the traders, and also more transparent one, and introduce also better user experience. But we have more. I already said we have built a lot of things. Yeah, we are continuously building new things, and we onboard. I already said at the beginning, we onboard Web2 developers with our 1inch developer portal, which is a platform where everyone can just easily create an account, get the API key, and can access our APIs, which we have built since 2019. These APIs are, for example, Traces API. If you do investigations, you're building a tool, a bot to investigate what's happening inside of the transactions, you can use the Traces API. You can, for example, get balance of the wallet with the tokens on it by using this API, the balance API. We have swap API, the one-inch swap, the classic swap, which you have seen with these multiple roots, complex roots, or fusion. It's also here, fusion, which you can use as a Dutch auction approach or approach. We have portfolio API. You get more information about the wallet. What is the P&L of the wallet? Yeah, you get all assets with the history, everything what we are using like internally for wallet, for the DApp, for the Web3 application. We are offering for free for everyone, for every developer to play around with this, and we of course offer enterprise subscription for bigger customers or startups who are right now small but growing in the future. So you can check it out, scan the QR code, and get in touch with our support. We would love to help you in everything what you need from us. Also here our QR code for all contacts we have, social media, subscribe to our Twitter. We have great community with decentralized autonomous organization, with nice proposals. Everyone can participate. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. It was a pleasure to stay here.